This video is a chance for you to get to know me a little bit better, specifically 10 films I have shockingly never seen. I really don't think you're ready for this list. I'd like to give a massive shout out and thank you to Luke Herefield and Ren over at Ren Geekness who gave me the idea for this film. They are two wonderful creators and people, and I'll drop a link to the videos of them discussing 10 of the films they haven't seen as well. Check them out. My name is Elliot. If you're new here to the channel, please consider subscribing and comment down below some of the films you shockingly haven't seen. So, coming in at number 10, the first film on this list is Forrest Gump. I have no idea as to why I've actually not seen Forrest Gump. I think at the point when I was very close to watching this film, I heard a few people telling me that it was overrated, not really kind of worth the hype, and so I put it off and never watched it in the end. But, I mean, Tom Hanks, right? I don't know why I've not watched this with Tom Hanks in there. It actually kind of amazes me because I'm a massive self-proclaimed fan of Woody. I mean, I have no idea what the film is about. Does he like live through major world events or something like throughout all of time or something stupid like, I don't know. Like, is it a time travel thing? I literally have no idea. All I know is like the famous line about the box of chocolates and the fact that he likes to run a lot. Run, Forrest, run, right? He does that. He just runs. That's the thing he does. I don't know. I'll watch it. That's the best way to find out, really, isn't it? Coming in at number 9 is Pan's Labyrinth. Now, I'm not sure if this is technically a shocking entry into this list, but it's a film that, based on what I've seen of it, screams something I would absolutely enjoy. So I have no reason, really, as to why I haven't seen it. And I like Guillermo del Toro's work, at least the work that I have seen of his. I checked out his IMDb ahead of recording this video and noticed that I've actually got a lot of his work to catch up on, but Pan's Labyrinth has kind of been the pinnacle Guillermo del Toro film, right? So it's kind of the one that needs to be seen. I love the creature design, the creature that's got the eyes and the hands, like, looks real fucking awesome. And seeing some of the behind the scenes stuff, I mean, amazing. Right? I've seen behind the scenes stuff for this film, but a lot of that work was kind of very physical and practical, really, you know, screams everything that Elliot will enjoy this film. So I need to go and watch that. At number 8, we have Snatch and Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. Now, I've kind of cheated a little bit and I've put these two films together, but usually I find that when people ask me if I've seen one of these films and I say I haven't, they ask, well, have you at least seen the other one of these films? And I haven't seen either of them. So yeah, taking a look at the kind of films that these are, though, I would kind of say that I might never watch these films just because my taste in films has changed so much and I'm not really sure that these films fit that anymore. That being said, my taste could change again. I'm a fickle person, so maybe I will. But if you're screaming at this video telling me I need to watch these films, please don't hold your breath. Okay, so somewhat confusingly at number 7, I have Sixth Sense. Now, I know the reason I've not seen this film, and it's probably a reason why a lot of people who haven't seen the film, is because the twist has been spoiled to me, and I just kind of don't see the point in watching the film anymore. Like, when there's such a major twist in the film such as that is what you're watching it for the first time to find out, and I've already found that out, so yeah, there's not really much more I can say about that. Going at number 6 is Dunkirk. Now, I kind of assume this won't be that much of a shocking one either, but whenever I'm speaking with fellow film buffs and I mention that I've never seen Dunkirk, they always seem to have a massive inward gasp. Now, I do have a personal reason as to why I've not seen this film, but I'm not going to go into that in this video. But there is another reason as to why I haven't seen this film, and I'm more than happy to divulge that to you guys. And it's because it's, to me, just comes across as another World War film about men, about white men in particular, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. It's just, if I've seen it once, I've seen it 1,000 times. Coming in 5th place on this list, I have Blade Runner, and along with that, Blade Runner 2049. I'm not going to watch a sequel before watching an original, although I have done that in the past, actually. Guillermo del Toro, I watched Hellboy 2 before, and I've never actually watched the first Hellboy. The fact that there are several different cuts of Blade Runner, I think, are the reason why I've never watched this film, because I don't know what the definitive cut is, which one should be the one that I watch. So if you're watching this video and you have seen multiple Blade Runner cuts, maybe all of them. Let me know in the comment section down below which one you think a first-time watcher should watch. I'm assuming the original theatrical cut because that would make sense. Okay, so I think it's really from here where this list gets truly shocking. At least definitely these next two films for me, and the final two films for you will be the most shocking, but these next two for me, because considering this channel, I like to talk a lot about black films, and these next two films are black-made, black-led films that in recent history have really started to pave the way for black filmmaking and black films in general in the Hollywood landscape. In fourth place, we have 12 Years a Slave. I remember when I first heard about this film, I was gobsmacked that a film like this was being made. I was like, yes, finally, thank you, especially in Hollywood as well. I knew that I had to get down to the cinema to support it, but I just didn't, and I kind of know why. There was a part of me during the time when this film came out where I only wanted to see the big blockbuster films in the cinema, and I wanted to say seeing films like this when they came out on Blu-ray or now on streaming. But for some reason I never got around to it with 12 Years a Slave, and now I've kind of come to the other side where I try not to watch as many films about black pain and black trauma, and instead if I'm going to be watching black-led films, I prefer ones that are uplifting and have black people living in the modern world. That's kind of what I aim for now. So it's not that I'll never watch 12 Years a Slave, I just need to be ready to watch it. Coming in at third place is Moonlight. I have no answers. I have no reason. I have no rhyme as to why I've not seen this film. Everything that I have learnt about it thus far screams that I will adore this film. Add that with the fact that it dramatically beat La La Land to winning that Best Picture Oscar. I didn't like La La Land, so that made me doubly want to watch Moonlight. I don't think there's really much more I can say. You know, it's pushing a new narrative, it's doing it in a very unique and interesting style, so I just need to pull my finger out and watch it, essentially. If there's any film I'm definitely going to watch on this list, it's going to be Moonlight. Okay, so those two films, as I said, were really shocking for me that I've not watched them, but I think these next two films are going to kill you over. Coming in at number 2... The Green Mile. Yeah, so this film, along with the film in first place, are two films that I've actually had sat on my shelf for probably near a decade now, but I've never gotten around to. The Green Mile is just one of those films, right, that all film buffs need to have seen, yeah? You know, I can just imagine someone going, if you love film, then you've got to watch Green Mile. Yeah, I know, I will, and I will. Tom Hanks, again. Not for nothing, but it ain't about you, Mr. Hanks. Seriously, I adore you. Big, Toy Story, amazing films. I will watch more of your films. I watched The Terminal, so I should watch The Green Mile and Forrest Gump, right? It's like losing your virginity. It will happen, okay? It will. And in first place, we have The Shawshank Redemption. So when I was out the other night with Luke and Ren and some other YT creators, and the bomb dropped that I hadn't seen this film, my God, the reaction of them guys. And I don't blame them. I know, it's IMDb's #1 rated film. It's the film of films. Morgan frickin' Freeman, Tim Robbins. Like, of course, I've got to see this film, right? How could I have not seen this film? I've had family, friends, acquaintances, colleagues saying, watch this film, and I will, and it's okay, and chill out, please. Take a breath. We have to be okay with these kind of things. It will happen. I will watch The Shawshank Redemption. Just give me time. More time. Please. Are there any films in this list that you haven't seen? Are there films that you were genuinely shocked I have never seen? Have you clicked the unsubscribe button faster than any unsubscribe button you've ever clicked? Hopefully not. But please come back, because when I watch these films, I'm sure I'll talk about them at some point. Moonlight, I will. The others, I'm not so sure. But Moonlight. Let me know some films that you've shockingly never seen in the comment section down below. If you'd like to check out some films on diversity and representation, which is my main thing on this channel, click these playlists right here. Make sure you subscribe, turning on the bell notification, and I'll see you next time. Until then, Hakuna MaChatter.